I would love to know if you could expand on something you've talked about in the past, which is the fact that you did a lot of research into what it's like for women in the music industry, particularly in A&R, and what you took from that and what you brought to the role of Anika because of that.
Well, I interviewed a lovely A&R exec, Candace Campbell, and she was just able to give me just insight on what it's like to be a woman, as you said, in the industry. With the research that I had been doing, I noticed that it was a very male-dominated industry, and I just wondered what the dynamic was for a woman to step into that environment, something high profile, something very successful, and of course with me being a woman of color. And so, after we talked for a little bit, she was able to give me some great insight. She basically, in the long short of it, told me that that there's nothing that you hold back, that you step in with all the power in all of your glory, you trust yourself, you trust what it is that you've studied, you trust your own talent, and you do your job and do it well.
And you have to work twice as hard. You're working all the time, and
All
we
the time.
see that with this character.
All the time. And I remember her telling me that there was, as soon as she falls asleep going to work and wakes up working. And so, but when you're passionate about the music, when you're passionate about what it is that you do, you do it without any qualms.
And what's so interesting is that this character has been compared to Robin Wright's character on House of Cards.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very honored. I'm honored about that because I love Robin.
Because there's this Macbeth-like or Lady Macbeth-like feel. Did you find
Yeah.
that was the case? Were you inspired by that at all?
I wasn't. I think another thing too is that Robin and I are kind of rocking the same hairstyle and the same kind of high fashion, so maybe that's what it is. But I feel like, I don't know, maybe they're both a little devious, but Anika's sassy. She's a little sassy. So I feel like Robin's character is a little bit more mature and above that, I think.
Well, she's not as flashy, I guess. But
Yeah.
speaking of flashy, Cookie, Taraji P. Henson's character, versus Anika in terms of their characteristics, I think that's been a beautiful thing to watch play out. Can you talk a little bit about that dynamic as these 10 episodes have gone on?
Oh, it's been so much fun. I mean, Taraji and I, we play a lot. We play off of each other, and it's just so much fun being able to kind of work with her in that. And as you can see, the dynamic between the two, it's kind of giving us new things to play with because we're coming up on the finale, and almost, I'm sure everyone is like, what else can they do? They've pretty much done it all. Well, you'll see exactly what else we can do. So that's exciting.
A lot of people have talked about how they feel safe with Lee Daniels, and I was wondering if you could expand on that as well, sort of the freedom to improvise, explore this character a little bit more because of that.
Well, Lee is in search of truth. He's always in search of honesty and truth, and if you can give him that with the things that he's written and the things that he's provided for you, then he is pretty much down for the cause, And so as an artist, we really appreciate that because that's what we're in search of too.